Hi, welcome back. So in this session now we're going to look at making praise much more effective. And we're going to do that by looking at my friend Johnny. Okay, picture the scene. Johnny is your average 14-year-old schoolboy who doesn't really get a lot from school. He finds it very difficult being there. He sometimes doesn't turn up for class at all. When he does, he's never got equipment with him, rarely does any work, and it's a constant battle with Johnny. Sometimes you go down the hardline route, you give him consequence after consequence after consequence, and he doesn't buy in. You sometimes go down the more supportive route and you're cajoling him and you give him as much support as you possibly can, and he still doesn't really buy in. You might get a little bit more from him. But generally, getting Johnny to do anything other than sit in the chair is a big battle. But this morning it's very different. This morning he bounds into the classroom with his new pen and he says, "Miss, I want to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to start again." He goes straight to his chair, gets a piece of paper, and he starts copying the work from the board. What sort of things are we going to say to Johnny to mark this miraculous change, this fantastic moment? What sort of things would we say to praise Johnny? Now, the sort of comments I normally get are, "Well done," "Brilliant," "Excellent," "Hey, very good." They're the sorts of things we get, if anything. Sometimes we kind of ignore these kids when they make an attempt to turn it around, don't we? Because they've been such a pain for so long and done nothing for so long that we think, well, it's about time you did something. So these changes go unnoticed and unmarked. And that's a tremendous lost opportunity. Now, the problem with these comments is they're kind of throwaway comments. These are the comments we use in the classroom when we're told to say at least 5 positive comments for every negative comment, or as many as 20 positive comments for every negative comment, in order to create a positive classroom environment, because that's what the latest initiative tells us, or the latest consultant tells us. You must be saying at least 10 positives for every 1 negative. Now, there is research to back that up. There is research to back up the fact that students need more positive interaction than negative interaction. And whether you believe those statistics or not is irrelevant, really. You only need to put yourself in their shoes and see it from your own point of view. How would you feel if you were just receiving criticism after criticism after criticism, at best ignored, and very rarely given some positive quality praise and interaction? Morale goes down unless we're getting this positive feedback. So the first thing is, yes, we need to recognise when kids are turning it around. We need to recognise these small steps, these small achievements, every time they try to do it right. They're the things we need to jump on. But these kind of comments don't really wash. They're great to tick the box and say, well, I've used 50 positive comments today and only 5 negatives. Brilliant for that, but they don't really hit the spot with the kids. Remember, we're talking about hitting their emotional buttons, getting them in the heart where it really counts and changes really happen. Going around the classroom, "Well done," "Brilliant," "Excellent," "Fantastic," "Well done," "Brilliant." Those sorts of comments don't hit the spot. They don't get right to the heart. In fact, in many cases, they probably cause more problems than they solve. Because kids are like, "Well, you haven't even looked at my work. What are you on about?" If we want to use praise, then let's use it properly. Let's use it how it really is meant to be used and how it really can work. Before we go on to the praise strategies, I want to look at some of the things that we can do wrong with praise, some of the reasons why it sometimes doesn't work. Because praise is quite a complex subject. It's not just a question of saying something positive. There's a lot more to it than that.